Hello, anyone here?
Anyways, I think we should start.
Alright then, I'm Kritarth,
And I am Janhavi.
and we welcome you to our podcast.
Kritarth, do you remember those jigsaw puzzles we used to solve as kids? Every piece used to fit so perfectly together. It's been a long time. Let's solve a puzzle.
Yeah, sure, I'll go and get it. At that age, our life was as complete as this puzzle is. There were no missing pieces, no need for more, no need for less. Somehow everything just clicked together.
When we grew up, that very puzzle seemed like the epitome of all the lies that protected us from this world.
Some pieces, some aspects of our life end up being incomplete, no matter how much we try. Maybe it was trying to be a part of that popular group at school, or trying to be as smart as that one student whom our parents always compared us with.
Or maybe it was that particular friend circle at college. At every single place, we are just trying to be a part of something.
What's worse is that such places often do not accept us for who we are.
Sometimes, to get along with people, we need to change our personality and modify it to suit their approval. That's where a lot of problems begin. The more we lie to others, the more we lose authenticity with ourselves.
Imagine trying to look into a mirror at the end of the day and just realizing the number of fake smiles you have put on just to feel accepted in a certain place.
It's not like people are not accepting, but they just do not realize how difficult it is to open up around them without being scared of the comments that they'll pass.
And then the overthinking begins, constantly questioning every word you say, worrying yourself to death about what that other person is thinking about you. That vicious cycle eats up your self esteem like nothing else does. So during my school days, I was a really shy kid. I was an introvert, and I still am in some ways. And I did not used to talk to anyone except when I had some work. So what happened was everyone started seeing me a little differently. I was never a part of conversations. I was never included in anything, any topic that was going on. They used to whisper and point at me. So that started impacting me in small ways.
Yeah. So when I shifted to Mumbai when I was in second grade, so I studied in an American school. So I had this strong American accent, and people would mock me and make fun of me because they couldn't understand what I was actually speaking. So yeah.
You know, as kids, we all often do some actions or we often perform some actions that impact others without us knowing the gravity of it. For us, it might be simple name calling or fat shaming, but we never know what the other person is going through. And if someone is doing that to us, we feel that we need to change our personality or we need to change our traits in order to fit in with that group.
True. Even nobody really accepted me as a friend because of the way they used to talk. So I used to include bhai, and all those lines to make it cool words. So yeah.
So, after a point of time, I realized that what was happening is there was a difference between who I was and who they wanted me to be. And it was important for me that I need to stick to who I was because otherwise, then I'm not being true to myself. So, by the time I came to college, I started bringing some change. I started caring less about what others thought of me, and what was more important to me was that at the end of the day, I have a clear conscience that I was not a fake person throughout the day.
So I heard this song by Jessie J, "Who You Are," and that made me realize that you should be true to yourself and be yourself mainly.
Aren't you a singer? Let's have a version of you.
Yeah, sure.
For now, let's get back to the puzzle.
Yes.
It's not just the two of us. I'm sure that there are other people like us who put on a mask and hide who they really are in order to feel similar to others.
Exactly. And it is not just with your friends and colleagues. Sometimes you find yourself interpreting situations a lot differently than your family does, and then you wonder if you will ever be able to stop lying for once to others and to yourself.
No matter how much I justify it to myself, at the end of the day, some part of me knows that the version of me which is accepted by others is not the genuine me. No matter how many connections I end up making, at some point it's tiring to fake how I feel all the time.
Although our life does not really define itself by how well we fit in somewhere, your life has meaning simply by virtue of your existence.
We all have something to contribute to the people around us in our own beautiful little ways. We create the world we wish to exist in, and no one else can approve whether or not we have a right to be a part of it. This was for all those people out there who feel invisible in the enormous puzzle of life. No matter what anyone else says, only you get to decide the kind of person you should be.
Remember, no matter how many masks you put on in front of others, at the end of it, you have to face yourself too. Be real and be true to yourself. Life is hard enough without trying to fit into someone else's mold. And why should you?
So take it easy. Give another chance to that favorite instrument of yours. You could catch another game of your favorite childhood sport. You could jump around, do a few spins, or maybe laugh out as hard as you can. After all, the only person responsible for that one smile on your face is you.
Don't lose who you are in the blur of the stars. Seeing is deceiving, dreaming is believing. It's okay not to be okay. Sometimes it's hard to follow your heart.